Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fableheimr and our Shenanigans playthrough here in MISTOVER. It's been a while since I've greeted you using Stella, so as always, Stella, thank you for your assistance. But we are going to do something a little different today. Well, not a little different. I suppose I phrased that wrong. Because we're taking on a boss, I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. We're going to talk to Heinrich and Stella. The last expedition revealed that Koschei is borrowing energy from some being in another dimension, but this rock alone cannot provide the means to use that power. According to Cagliostro's Book of Prophecies, Koschei possesses the legendary Book of Ivory. That book could be the key to using the otherworldly energy. I suspect that the Book of Ivory holds the clue to solving the mystery of the world of mist. If we understand its contents, we will be able to remove the seal to the portal. Alright, that's that. Go take the book. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. We are heading to the mage's mausoleum to slay Koschei. Now, last time, I tried using that thing. You know, that buff. Masochistic pleasure. But, unfortunately, the sister needs to be in the front or middle column to use masochistic pleasure. So, yeah. But this time, because we're facing a boss, I'm taking this seriously. We're in our hardcore try-hard formation, even though I don't actually know Last Prayer, which would have been a part of our hardcore try-hard position. But hey, one step at a time. We can only grow stronger from here. Right? That's the plan anyway. So today, well, last time I talked a lot. I talked a lot about what I've learned from the World Wide Web. Has anyone heard it called that in a while? And what I thought would be the future of Fableheimr. So today, I'm going to expand a little bit more on what I talked about before with the upcoming patch. Now, there's no date for this patch. They said that they're aiming for December of 2019. It would be nice if we got it soon. Speed. It would be nice if we got it soon, but hey, we may receive it in January 2020. No one knows for sure. But I thought I would go down all of the things that are changing. I wrote them down like a good little student. And I'll share them with you and my thoughts. So first things first, they're changing a few things in combat regarding it to bleed and unfortunate abnormal statuses. The first thing first is that bleed is being reduced. Bleed is being reduced from 3 turns to 2 turns. That changes a lot of things, believe it or not. But I like the change. Oh, you had to move, didn't you? I think that change is good. Bleed is very powerful and kind of the bane of my existence, which is why in every group composition, you need Stable Cloud. You can't live without Stable Cloud. Stable Cloud is your stability. Pun intended. Huh. I guess I'm just doing this. Going so far as to even bring purification. Am I just pumping this and going ham? I sure am. Wild Surge! Going so far as to bring even purification from the Onmyoji. That's how you know we're serious about bleed removal. The other thing that's changing, a change that I was hoping for a long time. Man, I wish I had lightning mark here. And that is, thanks for moving me back. That is that blocking can reduce bleed's damage. Yes, at long last, we have a way to reduce the damage of bleeds. Feels good. Feels really good as I almost die. Well, here we go. So that's good. I like that a lot. How much damage is this going to do? We'll do this. So that's all for bleeds. But another thing is, they're talking about how Limbo kind of sucks. And it does, really. Not only does it give you the Limbo after effect, which sucks, but they're saying that in order to reduce the, the penalty of entering Limbo, once entering Limbo, all of your abnormal statuses will be cured, except for bleeds. So like weakens, brands, and stuff like that will be removed, which is nice because I can't tell you how many times someone has been branded. Hey, look, there's Koschei. Somebody has been branded, and he and they entered Limbo and got absolutely wrecked. Many times, I only survived because of lucky dodges, and I would rather not repeat that. So that's nice, especially removing the brand bit. My strategy in the past has kind of been to just tank the brands, which is not advisable, but hey, everyone has their own way of doing stuff, right? Even if it's unadvisable. So the other thing is one that warms my heart. Because if you've been watching for a while, you know that my werewolf has a tendency to miss many, many times in a row. Divine Guardian. Meh. Meh. And that is that if you miss with an attack... if you miss with an attack, the chance that you will miss again is reduced. So kind of like a missing protection thingy. Which is nice. That helps a lot. Because nothing sucks more than missing multiple times in a row and hating your entire existence. Fortunately, we can't use that thing. Do I taunt? Is taunting the move? Sure. So yes, the miss protection feels good. Now I mentioned this last time, but they were talking about how maps feel too large, and some of the large maps, they feel pretty big. You know that we've had hour-long episodes just because large maps are, well, for lack of a better term, large. So they're reducing the maps, all the maps, and the amount of monsters, involved by 75%. 75%! I mentioned that last episode, but it still feels pretty extreme to me. Is it the right move? But I, for one, as someone who records and thus uses my voice every episode, I'm thankful. My vocal cords, thank you, Krafton. Guess I'm punching the spider. I hate spiders. I probably should have punched the goat, though, because stunning sucks. Our formation is not very good for stuns, so we get really punished by it. But boom. Take that. Heal me. Fool. Do I have bleeds to remove? No. Another thing that they are changing with the explorations is that the chance of consumables being polluted is going to be reduced from 100% to 50%, which is a big deal. That means that you have a 50% chance of keeping the consumables you don't use. So in other words, you are no longer being punished terribly for overestimating how many resources you require to clear out a place. Which is nice, because it's always better to be prepared than to be caught unaware. I rhymed that off the top of my head. Aren't I the best? I thought about taunting, but I guess we're not going to. We'll just debuff everything. I do enjoy a good debuff. Smack. Aha! No stuns for you. Although I don't really have anything to do, so I'll just heal up. I really wish I had Sweet Foe. That would make me happy. I have still yet to find a sister with Sweet Foe. Unbelievable. Ridiculous. I'm setting up a kill here. With Star Striker. That ability is so good. It's going to take me a while to get it up to rank 5, but I'm doing my best, okay? Doing my best. Now, on the term, don't be too surprised by the Chester. On the topic of exploration, they are changing a few things to better demonstrate the Doomsday Clock and its various, sometimes erratic calculations. And that is that before any exploration, they're going to properly show you any penalties you have incurred. Now, they already kind of do this, in that if your group is too high of a level, well, the average level of your group is too high, they'll give you a penalty saying fighting with weak evil or something, or your level's too high to continue. And since they already do that, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It makes me believe that there are hidden penalties, or at least slight penalties to bring in characters that are on the upper echelon of the recommended levels. Which is rude, and I'm glad they are properly explaining things. Proper explanations make people feel good on the inside, in their squishy bits. Did I miss? I sure did. Even with Mental Amulet, I missed. Feels bad. And the other thing they're doing to help clarify things with the Doomsday Clock is that for the Doomsday Clock, it will calculate itself mid-mission. So it will show you the current rough calculation of how the Doomsday Clock will be affected by your actions. It'll be displayed near the completion rate that you see at the bottom of your screen. More things in the UI. Just what the doctor ordered. I do kind of like minimalistic UIs, but hey, seeing how the Doomsday Clock is going to be calculated is a big plus. Because I hate the Doomsday Clock. So rude. All the time, too. Oops. Wrong one. I hope I don't regret that. I guess I'm gonna taunt then. I'm also gonna try and kill the spider, because spiders are annoying. Things worked out. Now, there was one thing they talked about that I don't quite understand, and that was about skills. They were talking about how it was expensive to acquire new skills and how, because of the expensive costs, people couldn't keep up with high-level expedition members, which makes sense, I suppose. But they said that their solution to that is increasing, this is a quote by the way, increase the effectiveness of skill acquisition. What does that mean? I have no idea. No clue. Rune got hit though, and I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. So I'm gonna kill this one. So, your guess is as good as mine on what that actually means. Maybe it means they're making it cheaper again? I don't... Maybe they're reducing the amount of... Well, no, that doesn't make any sense. Everything already requires one except for cooperative abilities. Making cooperative abilities easier to get? That's an option, I suppose. That would be nice. Yeah, let me know if you know what that means, because I have no clue. The next one is something that I mentioned in the previous video, but that I'm going to talk about again for, good measure, for thorough sake. And that is, when you randomize the jinxes at the training camp, that cost is going to be increased, but it will always be a positive jinx. So it will always be something good, no matter what. Which is nice, because you have no idea how many times I've rolled Mist of Divinity, or Purified Mist, just to try and get something good. So many times. And then it's worse when you feel like you get one that's neutral, like not good and not bad, but you feel like you have to re-roll it to try and get something good, then you re-roll it and it becomes something bad. That is the worst feeling. Oh. Hey, we might be able to actually use Paper Turtle for once. Although I don't really like the position you're in, really. Oh well. Let's zap. I have cross attacks too, game. How much damage does this do? Some. Become large, Masamune. Show them your power, Masamune. So far, this is going pretty smooth. It's going swell, my friends. We know where Koschei is. Ooh, a Grim Reaper. Now, we have no use for Grim Reapers. Even though I love them a lot, I have promised that I wouldn't use one. But we shall still save her nonetheless. I guess I'm mental amuleting this. Whenever I think we can just punch stuff down, we spam the muscle. But I think it'll be important to use the mental amulet first in things that we're not just brawning our way through. 69, nice. As far as jinxes are concerned, there is one more change. And that change is that the maximum number of jinxes you can have is increased from 6 to 10. And once you've reached max rank, which I still think in my gut is 20, but I don't actually know, you will no longer be able to lose those jinxes. They're stuck. They're permanent. What you got is what you got. I guess I'm doing this, huh? Boop. And that was in reference to when you level up, you can end up replacing your jinxes. So I don't know if you'll be able to train away those jinxes or if they're just permanently stuck. No matter what. Even if you want to try and get rid of them at the training camp. Oi. Leave Hisi alone. He didn't do anything wrong. No, I can't really hit this. I mean, I can. Just not going to do much. And the very last change that was listed is that senior core crew members that you try to recruit from the Expedition Hall, which means when you upgrade the ability to recruit higher members, those new higher members will not have any jinxes. At the current point in the game, they will have random jinxes, and the amount is based on what level they are. But now they will have no jinxes. They will be a blank slate for you to use as you see fit. Which makes me wonder if you're just going to get spammed with jinxes when you finish leveling them up once. But hey, either way. That's kind of nice. Now you don't have to waste money getting rid of terrible jinxes just to recruit someone that you need. Still, I think if you're trying to min-max, it'll be more efficient for you to just not level up that ability. Just completely ignore it. I need to get rid of this. Of all the pests, this one is the biggest. This is kind of overkill, but I can't let that one live. That is the most troublesome of all the enemies here. Oh, no Star Striker for us. So that was it. That was all of the changes coming in the next balance patch. Let me know what you think. I mentioned this before, but I think it's a little heavy-handed. I mean, I welcome all the changes, don't get me wrong. But, I think it might be a bit much. Not that I mind, of course. The game being easier is a good time for me. Even though right now it seems like I don't need it to be any easier. We're waltzing through this place, crushing everything in our path. Who would have thought the power of one buff would be so great? Don't you dare... They bled me. I'm dead. My throat hurts. Easy. I forgot I could get rid of these traps, but they're annoying, so I'm glad I can. The most annoying traps are in the frozen mountains, when they can undiscover your map. That is troublesome. Oh, a red enemy. We have mostly recovered our HP. There are 2 enemies here. Oh boy. Because these are just golems that we have killed many times before, we're just gonna punch them to death. Punch them hard and punch them fast. Guess I'm just doing this. We need to try and feed one of these kills to Masamune then. And by one of these kills, I mean the last one. Ow. I definitely need to give a Steely to Rune. Oh, this is convenient. Thanks. Everything worked out. I mean, all according to plan. I still don't see the point in silence gear. Now, one of the weaknesses of our strategy here would be silence. Specifically, range silence. It would basically shut down everything that Rune is doing. And since so much of our group composition relies on Rune, especially if we end up giving her Devil's Lapis, then that could be bad. But such skills are not found until at least the 3rd city, and there are not very many of them. There are only like 3 or 4 monsters that even use it. So, I'm not that concerned. And besides, well, no, I think that affects Devil's Eye as well. I was gonna say, we would need... Does Devil's Eye count as a range ability, right? It has to. That's kind of annoying. But it is what it is. When I saw the balance changes, part of me was like, these are good. These would make things easier and better, right? Maybe I should just put the series on hold until then. But because we don't know when it's coming, there's no way I was going to do that. Because for all of you, my loyal Mistover watchers, the show must go on. We will complete this game one way or another. I've mentioned it before, even if I have to go kicking and screaming the entire way, we shall slay the last boss. Well, this is a good time for Mental Amulet. Speed. Now, even though we're using Mental Amulet a lot, and relying on it like crazy, we should hit another one. We actually don't really need to level it up, believe it or not. Because the power of the Mental Amulet is just in the innate speed that it gives you. Speed and hit. But leveling up doesn't do a whole lot, actually, believe it or not. I said that twice now, but believe it or not, believe it! Thank you, Naruto. So most of our points for Hisi will be going into Muscle Amulet to make us stronger. Because if we can increase the power of Dora and Rune exponentially, just thinking of it makes me really happy. I mentioned it before as well, but if you guys don't like the werewolf being here, the werewolf is pretty straightforward. He just punches things really hard. And he keeps punching them really hard. He never stops punching them really hard. But if you don't like him here, we can replace him with the Shadow Blade. So, you know, let me know what you think. I didn't use a werewolf before because I thought they were just too straightforward. You know, they have no utility. What's the point in me using a werewolf? Well, it's to punch stuff really hard. I've learned my lesson, okay? And Mental Amulet helps out so much with the werewolf. Just an astronomical amount. It's so good. I can't believe I was such a fool and took this long to equip it. There's no point lambasting my past self, but damn, it's good. Ooh, Rune moved just in time. Who thought that that quirky, wild magic would come in handy? Don't die, Donna. I need you. You need to go punch the boss for me. Ha. Well, we can't stun the thing, so let's pop into our super form. Let's go Super Saiyan. Hopefully they don't do too much damage. I like how the sister gets additional attack after she's been attacked. It's kind of funny. Dora is dodging so much. Unfortunate that I can't give you this, but I'll give this to Dora so he can punch everything. Masamune is being stunned, but... I guess take the kills where you can get them, follow your philosophy, be smart, play intelligently, give them no quarter. We do need to make sure that we end this battle with full ki though, because we're heading off to the boss next. Already, I know. It's only been 25 minutes. I say that, but last episode was like a record time. Hey look, They're perfectly lined up for Chaos Blast! It is a little unfortunate that most of our skill points are going to be going into Star Striker. But there's not much that can be done about it. Let's get rid of your bleed. Because you need to heal. Ta-da. This weird formation that we're in is actually a perfect counter to the Black Goat stun. Believe it or not. Believe it! I don't know why I'm saying that so much. But I am, so here we are. Puh. I do see it. We're heading back to the exit. Apparently that is a heal. We have used all of our food. We are heading to the boss, the immortal mage, Koschei, to receive the Book of Ivory. We didn't want to fight. Bold. I wanted to fight. I guess I'm just spamming Frost Blast for now. Of course, Koschei cannot be weakened. But that's not why I'm hitting him with it, is it? It's for damage. Damaggio. Now this is a group-wide stun. Ha! Only one person resisted it. And guess who it was? My one and only Rune. Now Koschei is... Actually, most bosses are this way. But the easiest way to deal with Koschei is to punch him really, really hard. I'm not kidding. Just keep punching him, and you'll win. Don't you dare. I don't think I can actually use my moves here. With Dra. I think I have to move with him. Oi. Focus me. Now we can kill the ads. That's not that big of a deal. Did I lose my buffs already? Yeah, I'm just gonna muscle up. Why not? I could zero gravity. Why not? It still does some damage to Koschei. We hit him with a crit, which inflicts the only weakened status you can put on bosses. I kind of want to use this. I'm gonna be spamming heal from after this. Ooh. Ow. Owie. Don't do that, Koschei. Incomprehensible move. We are fine. I think I'm gonna use a potion here. We did bring 1, 2, a little bit. Am I overflowing? I think so. Alright. Come on, guys. I need you to start punching stuff really hard. Wait, did you resist my stun? That was rude. Don't resist it again. Thank you. Incomprehensible move. Yeah, it's incomprehensible, alright, that you missed! Okay, that has to die. And you can't do anything. Great. Good. I don't think I meant to put you here. But hopefully this means Rune can just kill the egg real quick. Kill it, Rune. Thank you. So removing its stun, we are going to overflowing again. We could sweet feeling, but we're just gonna keep punching the boss. Just keep punching, just keep punching. Never stop the punch. I mentioned it before, didn't I? The way that we're gonna get through this game is by punching everything really, really hard. Don't you dare. That's fine. For a second I thought he was gonna be stunning us again, and that would have sucked. A lot, really. Almost enough. Ta-da! Bring it home, my dear werewolf. And that, my friends, is the immortal mage Koschei. Not so immortal now, are you? Every time I see a silence item, I die a little bit on the inside. None of these are particularly helpful. If only it could have been a divine power. Well, the map is clear. We've done it. We have defeated Koschei. We have returned with our lives. Koschei has reached rank 7 and Lohi has reached rank 6. Your attack decreases by 10% when missing the target. I don't really care. Your defense always decreases by 10% when exploring the cursed town. We cannot have that. That's gotta go. Divine Agile. This is a pretty good hat. For Lohi. You rescued Koschei. How nice. The Doomsday clock is not moving because, well, we've staved off Doomsday as far as we can for now. Alright. Let's go turn this in. Thanks, Stella. I have the Book of Ivory right here. You give Heinrich the Book of Ivory you took from Koschei. The fact that this book is here before us confirms that Koschei has been defeated, and what's more, despite his immortality, without the Book of Ivory, Koschei can no longer resurrect himself. Ah, what a pity. The most important thing now is scouring the contents of this book. We need to know if we can remove that seal from the dimensional portal. I believe in you, Heinrich. Mostly because I've seen this part of the game already. This book needs decoding right away. Thank you for your help, and keep up the good work. Thank you, Your Grace. I appreciate it. So the only quest we have access to now is to tame the demon goats. Once we accept that, we will be heading into the third zone, the Forbidden Zone. 2 divine sharps, huh? Boo. Team, have we located the one ring of power? That was a trick question. Of course we have. Alright, next time, we're going to the old underground ruins to obtain the ring of power. Oh, the gods smile upon us at last. Before we end today's episode, we're going to this. Please be good, please be good, please be good. It's okay. The guard stat's not horribly good, but it does increase your chance of actually blocking something. We've seen what happens when our guard is low, and it just is very rude. They just punch right through it. It hurts a lot. Are any of these actually good? Most of this is getting sold. I might as well look at this, because it is an epic. 3 speed. That's almost worth it by itself. Almost. Actually, it's going to be sacrificed into something. It is going to be sacrificed to the gods to increase our power. 64, 18, 6. Well, that is a massive upgrade. We do have a weapon finally for everyone. Feels good. What do we got? No. 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 Oh, you have Flame Spiral. Showdown. Is this? Ah, I was thinking of giving this to our Ronin. I don't know if it's worth 2 ki to not attack, though. You know what I mean? But giving a tank additional evade sounds really good. Don't you think? I think so. And here's Koschei. It's nice that she has not spent any of her SP. Maybe that's just a trait of the people that you rescue. They don't have their SP spent. Who knows? Anyway, a blockade is like absolutely pointless. I hate it. So the only one here that I would consider recruiting is Musashi. But I think I'm full. I am full. Should I learn Last Prayer? I think I should. I should probably give it to Ava, though. Ava is, of course, our other sister that has joined us. She has Suspicious Love. But if we're using her in the final column, she cannot actually use Suspicious Love. So, giving it to her might be a good idea. Let's check out the support lab. More fullness. Oh. Yeah, we can increase the amount of people we can recruit. This is the one I don't want to loot. I do not want to upgrade at all. Expand recruitment. No. This is for... You don't upgrade this if you want to min-max. And I'm in the mood to min-max. So we're not going to do that. Increase our expedition bag. Hell yeah. Can't do anything with that. Alright. So let's go pick up Musashi. And we will consider teaching Masamune... I didn't mean to talk to you, Mark. Sorry. We will consider teaching Masamune Showdown. Perhaps the additional evade will be worth it. Perhaps it won't be. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoy. That was Koschei, the immortal mage, slain by Fableheimr. Next time we go for the one ring of power to pour everything that we have into our lovely little witch.